Welcome back, folks, to the Let's Play of Triangle Strategy. Let's conclude this town exploration, see where it'll lead. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragan and I had best not arrive late. Okay, so it looks like we'll have a pretty hefty story intro before whatever battle. Whatever it's gonna be. Either that or bandits, take us on a nightly stroll. I don't know. There's no chairs at this banquet?
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
Okay, I need to see his art again. He's pretty pleasant sounding.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
Flatterer.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
Oh my gosh, I feel like these two are flirting more than Serenoa and Frederica have. Like, they're stiffer with each other than these two dudes just talking shop.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzam's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve.
Wait, is that what Glenbrook's gonna contribute? Just mediation, not transport expertise or anything?
We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
What are the relations? One sec, I want to see. There she is. Leela Viscraft, Saintly Seven, Minister of Medicine. Okay. One of the Saintly Seven, she is a woman of superior intellect who was appointed overseer of the Ministry of Medicine. She is pretty. And she doesn't, like, in this art, she doesn't look too overtly evil, apart from the clutching a dagger by the blade thing. Oh, gosh.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Ooh.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Uh-oh, the music changed.
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Oh no, I'm being dragged in.
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers.
Oh, it's a goddess-oriented religion? Wait, then why are so many dudes the ones that are in the position of power? Well, when will we see an actual matriarchy in one of these JRPGs? When?
This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
What, that salt is a gift?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt.
It is? You haven't found any rock salt at all? You don't... Wait, there has to be a seashore, right? You could get sea salt too. It's way more dirty, but...
And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
Man, lady.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son.
Wait. I wasn't paying attention. Has he been standing there the whole time?
We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally.
Ouch. Come on, Serenoa Dad. Don't cut him down like that. His answer was political. Completely non-committal. That way, later, when you actually make up your mind, people won't yell at you for going against your promises.
This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be.
I don't think she's going like that.
Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise.
Wait, where's this coming from?
No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
Wait, so he interrupted to be like, we're just warriors. We don't do finances or politics. And then he just starts talking about how he's good to fight, ready to throw down, to cross hands with this crowd. Gee.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
Wait. So, at least in Frost, commoners don't get access to salt, but you need it to live. Like, you have to have a certain amount of salt. Don't they have, like, salted meat? How do they preserve? Is it all pickled? Wait, pickling needs salt too.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
Uh-huh.
You agree with me then?
But she wants
How
to
I
tax
feel
it.
matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute.
So the Hierophant, whatever they say goes.
But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
If the joint venture wasn't to iron, but instead was to salt, that's when I feel like it'd shake this up.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Whoa, that face of his looking down looks a little weird. Or at least you really notice the nose. Okay, that was something. Looks like... okay, I need to look. I have to look. Okay, there is... No. Is that a shoreline? Is that water way up there? I mean, cold, icy water, but... if this is a shoreline, Frost could just get salt water and dry it out. I mean, dirty as heck, but gotta clean it. I'll be thinking about it. Ooh, here we go. Okay. First, we'll look at this, the side story. Away in the crown city of Glenbrook, the children of the crown speak to their father, King Regna. All three, I wonder?
father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Wait, why? Cordelia?
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
Okay, Cordelia, the way you said it, it sounds like he really doesn't talk to you very often, like at all. At all. Which is concerning. At the same time, are you not attending the events? Surely you could overhear his speeches. You're not, like, shut away, are you? And, Franny? Gosh, Franny. You're becoming real unpleasant.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries.
Oh, Roland! That's how you're gonna phrase it? Licking boots? Trust me, Roland. We could be doing that in a far different way, given certain choices in this game.
It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
Actually, he's probably taking a diplomatic meal with diplomats, so why aren't you there?
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
Huh?
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
Oh man, Franny, I don't. You're the one who's going to be crown prince. That's not the greatest. Oh, let's take a minute. Right, this is the way he looks. I need to look at Cordelia and Roland.
The hell they are.
Here we go. Younger Prince of Glenbrook, Roland Glenbrook, the younger son of King Regna, who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. Cyrano of House Wolfort is his closest friend. That actually doesn't tell us too much about Roland.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
I mean, that was very recently announced.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord.
I mean, come on, Franny. Aren't you at least friendly with them? If you're not, that's not great.
Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind.
Can you see into the players' fickle hearts?
Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Jeez.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Oh, Cordelia. Oh, hun. You're not a political animal, are you? That's too bad. Aw, look at her sweet face. Princess of Glenbrook, Cordelia Glenbrook. The third child and... Wait, she's the youngest? Okay, the third child and the only daughter of King Regna, who brought the Salt Iron War to its end. It's a little weird that every time they mention his name, they gotta mention that. She is a young princess with a graceful air about her, and prefers her kind-hearted brother Roland over this high-strung Franny. Yeah, okay, so she's the baby. She's the baby out of the sibs.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Tournament. There he goes.
Brother!
Oh, she just wanted to vent a little. Although, hun, how come you're not hobnobbing with all these dignitaries? You're a princess. That's literally your job. Ooh, okay, wait. We're on the bridge sparring?
Yield.
Don't we have some practice fields or something? With a city this big, you'd think the bridge would actually still be seeing some traffic, even if it's nighttime. Especially because there's lamps out.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
Alright, we know who this masked man is. I guess I'll wait until his name appears before looking at his art. Oh, I can't even look. Interesting.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
I really enjoy the fact that both Roland and him have really long braids. It feels like Roland is doing it because Maxwell has that hair.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
Right, because his dad wouldn't let him enter. For whatever reason. I'm really curious if Franny's gonna be in there too.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Oh boy, he's got a complex over his royal lineage / title. And seems to envy both his friend and Maxwell.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
I mean, if you look, it was more nannies that would spend time with nannies and tutors with the royal kids. The kings and queens were usually too busy ruling, doing paperwork.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow.
Oh, Roland, you're just full of complaints.
Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
Oh. He always runs.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval.
I mean, are they seriously not raising him to be an advisor, a governor, a general? He's only the spare? That's a waste.
But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
At the tournament? Alright, so that was Roland. Time with Roland. Goodness, it doesn't look like we have too much time left. Maybe one more story bit. Because it looked like the last time we did a battle, we didn't really actually see the battlefield until there was another outro to this map. So, Let's see one more story bit. The banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. What? Were they expecting them to stab each other? Dragan, however, has something on his mind. Does he want to talk to us? Talk to Frederica?
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
Oh my gosh, Dragan, you're drunk.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
Oh, please, put it down, hon. You've had enough alcohol.
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Wait, who are you? Are you talking to Serenoa or your cousin?
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
See? Why are these two so bad at flirting? My gosh. With each other, that is.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, my lord.
You two, wow. Please practice flirting.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Gosh, drunk Dragan, get out of here.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine.
Why? I thought it was supposed to be land of merit. There was the social Darwinism, as great at keeping racism as at bay as it was here in the real world.
Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them.
I think he's talking about Erica and Thalos, the brats.
They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters.
Okay, so now he's commiserating. Although, it's still, it's definitely what'll happen because nepotism ho, but meritocracy, and then you've got a big monarchical, yeah.
But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds.
It's just, man, he goes from a teasing drunk to a vainglorious drunk.
And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
It's about time someone mentioned.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
I think he's a lush.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience.
So he is too young.
But
How old is
what
he?
of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Wait, I have my answer. The war was 30 years ago, so he is under 30. Oh boy, oh boy. Is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. See nothing wrong. Impossible to understand each nation's motivation. I can't say whether that bodes well. You know, knowing this is a war game, the last one is most relevant, but let's make Serenoa an optimist in this playthrough. Optimistic.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward.
Now, Dragan has a point, but sadly the counterpoint to that is that the wicked hearts attract a ton of sycophants and they tend to abuse the power and its distribution.
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement!
Oh my gosh, I have to admit, this drunk, the drunk VAing is pretty good.
As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn.
Oh man, that's very ageist of you, Dragan.
Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see!
Uh-oh, he's had way too much.
And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Uh-huh. Shall what? Uh-oh.
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
Uh-oh, he's just gonna fall asleep. Ah! Never mind. Oh my gosh.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He was very drunk.
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little.
Oh boy, so he openly just talks about it? I don't... With Gustadolf existing, that seems dangerous.
Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and true-born siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future.
I wonder how she feels about Gustadolf and how he treated her. Because he seemed to mostly talk about Erica and Dallas in terms of bullying.
Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Okay, this talk they're having is finally nice. It's still not flirting, but, you know, better than the earlier talks.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Oh, speaking of flirting.
Of course, my Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Oh boy. Benedict at a tombstone.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors.
Ooh, is this Serenoa's mom? So she's dead.
As do I. For 30 years, you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
Ooh.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those...
Man.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
Ooh, heart trouble in medieval era. I guess magical healing's no good?
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
The way he was staring at that tombstone. Did he love Serenoa's mom? Thus, he has Benedict's loyalty through that love? I mean, I'd assume there's vows, but...
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend. Long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Huh. That wasn't a very big cemetery. Wolfort must not be too old. Wow, okay. So that was pretty long. Very entertaining, drunk voice acting. But, alright. I'd say this is a good chunk. Man, we aren't even to the battle yet. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna save here, stop the recording. See you guys in the next episode.